Hello folks, Jimmy Tungate with Off-Road X-Files. Today the trail finds us out at Gnat Creek in Oregon. I'm on a family vacation, but we decided to do a quick detour. Coming into at the Astoria area, I was reminded that a couple months back I'd made a post on my Facebook page, Off-Road X-Files, asking if people had seen giant birds. So I'd heard reports of giant birds in the sky above North Bend, Washington. And I got a report from a friend saying, hey, back in 2005, I saw a giant bird at Gnat Creek in Oregon. And I saw the sign for Gnat Creek and I was like, oh heck, I need to check that out. So here I am, out on the trail doing a little investigation. So from where we are, we're very close to the Columbia River. The Columbia River is probably about 3-4 miles that way, if that far. Steve said that he had just purchased a Toyota FJ Cruiser and wanted to try it out on the trails. This looks like probably the area that he was in. I don't know if it's where he was in when he saw it, but he said that the giant bird he saw was the size of a small car, like a Volkswagen. So I've been doing some research, looking into things in the area, and what I discovered, and I also saw a sign after I saw Gnat Creek, there is a eagle sanctuary within 10 miles of here. So when eagles aren't migrating, when they're migrating they can fly up to 222 miles a day, but when they're not, they have a range of 10 to 20 miles. So where we're at is easily within range of an eagle. Is that what it was? I don't know. Eagles can get rather large. Anywhere from 5.5 to 8 feet wingspan, which, you know, is much wider than this. So if you're kind of on a narrow trail looking up and you saw an eagle with a 7 or an 8 foot wingspan, could be an explanation. Is that what Steve saw? I'm not sure. I know that there have been reports going back, you know, as long as there's been men, about thunderbirds and giant birds on the Olympic Peninsula. There's reportings of giant ravens, which I'm also very curious about. I love ravens. I think they're incredibly interesting creatures. I do believe that they exist. I think they're probably pretty rare. If there were large populations, then we would see a lot of them. and it's pretty rare to get a sighting. But, you know, hey, if you've seen a giant bird, I want to hear about it. And if you're close enough in the area, I'll come down and I'll check it out too. For now, I'm Jimmy Tungate with Off-Road X-Files.